What's going on, guys? What's going on, everybody? What's going on? So, the OKC Thunder refund back with a win in game two. And this game had to be very imperative and very interesting to watch because basically what we saw was a game that went down, a game that was a blowout, and OKC found it, and I definitely think they came back into game two after game one, after Halliburton hit that game winning shot. They came back and said, we want to go back and tie the series up 1-1. And that is what OKC did. They tied the series back up 1-1. Now we're looking at a game three Wednesday. We're looking at a game three on Wednesday to see both of these teams and what they can do. And what OKC did was something that they're used of doing. Like, they came back in game seven against the Denver Nuggets. They came back against the Minnesota Timberwolves. They're just used to making comebacks like this. And making comebacks like this, like teams that make comebacks, like the Pacers. I think this team, you got Shea, you got Lou Dort, you got Chet, you got guys that can win you a game, and this was just a blowout. I don't know after game one if Indiana was like ready to play game two, but this just looked like a blowout that really wanted to happen. Like, you can't let a team like OKC that had the best record all year long beat you in the first quarter and beat you all the way. Because that's just like saying that this game was technically a dominant game. Like, OKC had to tie this game up. OKC had to tie this series up, because if OKC goes down 2-0 last night, we could be sitting here, everybody could be sitting here and looking at the OKC Thunder and wondering, like, okay, they got an MVP. They got a MVP in Shea. What is exactly going wrong here with OKC? Nothing went wrong with OKC. OKC just came out and wanted to ball out. And, like, the final score was 123-107. Series is tied 1-1. I thought that the Pacers were going to take game two. But at the end of the day, we can say that OKC just dominated all the way. And when we look at the box scores, Siakam for the Pacers, 15, 4 and 7. Naismith, 14, 4 and 7. Halliburton, 17, 6 and 3. It's just like you're going to win game one, and I'm not getting on the Pacers for this, or I'm not getting on the Thunder for this. But you're going to let OKC score 123 points. And this reminds me of the Pacers-Knicks series. When the Pacers put up 125 or 125, and everybody was saying every series game was close. And last game was close. Game one was close. So you're going to let OKC just run all over you like it's nothing, and then just not look at it, because Halliburton hit a big shot game one. I'll give Halliburton credit for that. Big shot. But we've seen teams in the finals before go up 1-0 and then drop one game and then drop the next game. This can't be a current thing where we see OKC and the Pacers go back and forth, because my thing is, I think OKC, after they dropped game one, they probably thought they were very confident getting game two. Because if you get game two, you know you're still in. You tie up the series 1-1. And you have a chance. And if we could say that the Pacers didn't shoot the ball well, we can point out that the Pacers didn't shoot the ball well. But we know that OKC isn't prepared for big moments like this. It's because you have the MVP in Shea, who scored 34. Chet Holmgren had a good game this game, 15. Lu Dort only put in 3 points. So you're saying to me that the Pacers here are actually like looking at this as probably a good thing, because now they get to go back home and play game 3 Because if the Pacers lose game 3, I can say this. If the Pacers lose game 3 at home, we're basically looking at the Pacers being down. Because you can say Halliburton had a good shot game 1 to win game 1. Halliburton needs to pass the ball more because we know what Halliburton can do. I'm going to say this. Halliburton is a superstar. Halliburton is a superstar. I am going to say that. Because we have seen superstars show up in big moments. Like Halliburton, like Shea, like LeBron, like KD, like Giannis. Show up in big moments in the playoffs. But this is a whole new era for the NBA. We're not seeing LeBron in the finals this year. We're not seeing Steph in the finals this year. This year, it's going to come down to who's going to win this. Because after game 1, it was a 1-point game win for the Pacers. This game, you are just going to let the Pacers here, run over. You're going to let OKC run over and dominate. Dominate, man. Just straight up dominate you. And when we go, OKC shot the ball better. OKC shot the field goal range better. OKC hit easy money buckets. Easy money buckets. And we can point that out, that they shot easy money buckets. They got Jam City dunks. OKC was more ready for this game than I think the Pacers were. Because if you're going to let somebody dominate, somebody get in the paint more, somebody get them outscored, and you're only going to put up 107 points and you're going to let them put up 123. This wasn't a good game for the Pacers. This was probably a game where you had to be showing up. Because this OKC group has Chet, has Shea, has J-Dub, there is nothing from game 1 to game 2 now. OKC was more ready for this game because you could say that OKC wanted to dominate more. OKC wanted to get in the paint more. OKC wanted to tie up this series. This series could still go into 7 games. That is what I'm thinking, is that this series will go into 7 games. And we're going to be looking at, well, probably, we're going to be looking at who won this finals because of the fact of game 1 wasn't close. Game 1 was close. Game 2 was just a mockery of OKC just beating down the Pacers. The Pacers now have to refine and figure out how to win this game. Because you cannot go down 2-1. Because that would give OKC all the momentum if you let them go down, if you let them go up 2-1 in the series, that will give OKC more of a dominant possibility to win. Because if you don't win, we've seen the greats win championships. But if Haliburton, Siakam don't show up game 3, everybody's going to be talking about how the Pacers dropped game 3, game 2. But you win by 1. I basically don't know how you would let Shea game 1 score 38 and then let Shea game 2 score 34, have 34, because of the fact that they got easy money buckets. Because of the fact that they knew how to get in the paint. OKC had to tie this series up. Because if you don't tie it up and you let OKC and you let the Pacers go up 2-0 on you, and if OKC was down this game, this would be a whole different story. But guys, sub if you're new, and thanks for watching. And I hope all of you guys are safe out there. And stay blessed, everybody. In peace.